Hi Shamrocks, it's Mrs. Kolchuk. I just wanted to show you how you can use library resources to help with your project regarding the short story collection, The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. So I'm going to walk you through first off how to get to the library's webpage, because from here we're then going to take a look at the page I created specifically for this assignment, which has all of the resources listed for you. So we are at the main Catholic Central website. So this is just www.catholiccentral.net. From here, I want you to scroll over to the Academic tab and then scroll down and click on Media Center. This is going to connect you to the library's webpage. So a lot of you may have seen this before. You can get to the ebooks, the database resources, do a power search right from here. But if you click on this Assignment Resources tab, I've actually created a page just for this assignment. So it's right at the bottom here. So if we click on that, this is what I'm going to walk you through today. All the resources I found, I've connected right to this web page, so you only have to kind of go on one spot for this assignment. Just as a general reminder, when you guys are accessing any of the library's resources from home, you will need to enter a password, and that password is just going to be Shamrock. So the first thing I took a look at were some literary criticisms. If you wanted to include anything on your assignment regarding the text and possibly what critics had to say regarding Tim O'Brien's work and the Vietnam War, I pulled out some of that information for you already. So I link you to Gale's Literature Resource Center, and I take you right to the page that deals with the things they carried. I've already limited it to the Vietnam War. So as you can see, these are your results. We have the literature criticism information, and there's a really great article right here from Theory and Practice in Language Studies dealing with his work and its historical perspective. So right off the bat, you guys can see at the top of the screen here, there's an option to sign in with Google from the library's resources. When you guys sign in with your CC email address, it will allow you to save the information you find right to your Google Drive. So since this is a group project, you guys will be able to share information and resources pretty easily. So if I'm interested in this article here, I can just go ahead and click on that. It will then take me into the article, and there is my link to send it right to Google Drive. You guys also need to put together an annotated bibliography. So you need to cite all of your sources. Everything you get from the library will come with a citation. All you need to do is click up here where it says Cite, and here's your citation, automatically formatted to MLA, which is what we use here at CC. And once again, you guys can go ahead and export that right to your Google Drive. Okay, very simple. So that's a look at the Literature Resource Center if you wanted to get some literary criticisms. I've also linked you to a resource through the state of Michigan's website called the Literary Reference Center if you wanted some additional information. So the next items here, the ebooks and the database resources, deal specifically with the Vietnam War. If you take a look at the library's webpage, there is an ebook button, and that will bring up the entire ebook collection that the library owns, as well as an ebook search box. So you guys are welcome to do just a search on the Vietnam War, just to see what we come up with here. Remember, when you're doing this from home, you will need to enter Shamrock as your password. So there are a lot of results. We have close to 10,000 results. I would encourage you to filter your results down. You can do this a couple of different ways. You can limit it by subject, or you can do a search within option. This is telling the system that within these 10,000 results, I want you to only search for PTSD or withdrawing from the Vietnam War, whatever it might be. So that will then bring your results down, hopefully enough so you don't have so much information to go through. So now I'm only looking at 98 results when I entered the term PTSD. So in addition to the ebook search, you can also look at some specific ebooks. We do have a few dealing with the Vietnam War, and I've linked to each of those titles right here, so you guys can go right into those specifically if you prefer not to do a big power or a big search through all of the ebooks. Lastly, we have the database resources. Okay, so that's this tab right up here. And once again, you can do a power search or this page resources search here. And what this does is it's going to look for information about the Vietnam War from the databases that are not grayed out. For the purposes of this assignment, you're not really losing out on a lot of information if you go ahead and do a power search. So I can go ahead and type in Vietnam War and click search. And as you can see, we do have a lot of information that it came up with. So we've got our magazine articles, academic journals, our more scholarly sources, books. These are actually chapters from ebooks. You're not going to be downloading a whole book. Newspaper articles, and our databases also come with images, videos, and sometimes audio clips. So these are also things you guys can incorporate into your presentation, and it will provide you with citations for those as well. So if you wanted to use this picture about anti-Vietnam War protesters, you can go ahead and click on that, and as you can see, you can go ahead and cite that. And once again, if you've signed in with your CC email address, you can save all of this information right to your Google Drive, because you can send it right there. So what I've done for you is I have linked to some more specific resources as well. The U.S. History and Context database was mentioned in your rubric, so I've gone ahead and linked to the topic overview page from that database right here so that you guys can get right in and take a look at that. And then from here, if you're looking at something more specific like PTSD or withdrawing from the war, whatever it may be, you can go ahead and type in your more specific topic here to filter these results out a little bit for you. Okay, so you can go from the large topic overview to more specific information very easily. The other database that was mentioned specifically in your rubric was our National Geographic database. And again, I've taken you right to that Vietnam War page. They don't have as much information as the U.S. History and Context, so it's probably not something you're going to have to limit, because there's only a handful of articles you're going to be able to get to. But all you do is just click on the article you're interested in, and it doesn't allow you to save that right to Google Drive, but you can email it or print it out for yourself. And your citation tool is actually this box right here. Looks like the little call out, and it is formatted to MLA. Unfortunately, it does not export it to Google, so you would have to copy and paste that into your bibliography. So gentlemen, those are the resources we have for you. Please feel free to reach out and contact me if you have any questions. My email address is right on the library's main homepage, so if you are working from home, feel free to send me an email so I can get back to you and answer any questions you might have. All right, thank you for watching and good luck with your assignment.